Week in Review. Here are this week's main stories. The theft of a spectacular work of art has soured New Year festivities for thousands of federal citizens. A colossal hollow sculpture, inspired by the federal insignia, was due to be unveiled to mark the start of 3305. But upon activation, the image that materialized was a gigantic cat's face, winking repeatedly. Meanwhile, Professor Catriona Rook has admitted that her company's nanomedicines are of utopian origin, and revealed that the original material was sold to Vitadine Labs by independent pilots. She offered to return the original cargo to Utopia while insisting that Vitadine be allowed to continue the manufacture of its derived nanomedicines. Sim Guru Pranav Antal has insisted that production cease, however. In other news, preparations are underway for the second Distant Worlds expedition, which will see a community of explorers cross the galaxy. The expedition will chart a course through the heart of the galaxy, mapping unexplored regions and making new scientific discoveries. It will also involve the construction of a starport dedicated to the study of Sagittarius A. Nearly 4,000 commanders are expected to take part. The isolationist group Nova Imperium has started mustering its forces in the Parisa system, prompting Senator Denton Patrios to issue a statement ordering the ships to disperse. The Imperial Navy must now find a way to quash the threat without it being seen as a massacre of Imperial citizens, which will only fuel further rebellion. An open order for military supplies has been placed on behalf of the Federal Navy by the League of Zila. A parallel operation is being run by Imperial faction the Cercer Company. Both initiatives begin on the 3rd of January 3305 and will run for 1 week. Finally, an initiative run by Herculean Machines, manufacturer of Dora Drive personal computers, has concluded. Multiple shipments of consumer technology, hardware diagnostic sensors, and computer components were delivered to the Blatram system, which will be used to fulfill a large order from the Federal Navy. And those are the main stories this week. Nova Imperium musters military forces. The isolationist group Nova Imperium is reported to be assembling its forces in the Parisa system. Senator Denton Patrios made this statement. We have evidence that this seditious organization is amassing an armada in its home system. It consists of ships crewed by Imperator Mordanticus's ex-Navy followers, as well as the private vessels of many misguided citizens. As Admiral of the Fleet, I order Nova Imperium to disperse its forces immediately or face the consequences. The Imperial Herald's Cassia Carvalho commented. Widespread support for Hadrian Deval has led to Nova Imperium amassing its fleet in a very short time. The challenge for the Imperial Navy is to quash this threat without it being seen as a massacre of Imperial citizens, which can only fuel further rebellion. Countdown to Second Distant Worlds expedition. Preparations are underway for the second Distant Worlds expedition, which will see a community of explorers cross the galaxy. Science correspondent Leon Banerjee provided an overview for the Vox Galactica media outlet. The first Distant Worlds mission, in 3302, was the largest fleet expedition in history, and saw over 1,000 ships travel to Beagle Point and back. Distant Worlds 2 has even loftier ambitions, involving an impressive voyage through the heart of the galaxy, mapping unexplored regions and making new scientific discoveries. It will also involve the construction of a starport dedicated to the study of Sagittarius A. Project leaders Erimus Kamzel and Dr. Kai report that nearly 4,000 courageous commanders will take part, despite the risks involved, in a journey of over 200,000 light-years. Distant Worlds 2 is scheduled to launch in January 3305, with the complete round trip lasting approximately 300 days.
Hello everybody, Mr. Moo here in the cockpit, here in Elite Dangerous, here on board the Rockhound in HIP 20777. Never been here before, but I just like calling it 20777. Oh, weekend's over, back to work, which isn't a bad thing, just I wish my sinuses weren't kicking my butt. got covered upon by Linkus here. May have caught what you had last week, because my sinuses are killing me. Yeah, something's did a number on me. Terlock, something's been ripping through humanity this year. Almost everyone I know, IRL and online, has caught this year's version of the COD. Yeah, tell me about it. But also, hello to Nesser, the official wizard, Red Moon Gaming, Terlock, Link is here, Ferox, and also shoutouts to Mech Marching and Mechanic Joe 918. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome aboard. Well, it's funny, Terlock, because excuse me, it's funny when you when you get a bad cold like that. And it actually does, you know, you try to say I've got a cold and all you can manage is I got a COD. Nesser came to peek in during the setup and game's done quick. Fair. I'm just unleashing my inner Michael Bay. Finally got around to that mining tutorial. Think I did a decent job on it. A couple of pauses here and there, but just trying to do it live and, well, anyway. Oh, how was everybody's weekend? Who all's planning on Distant Worlds 2? I know I am. I'm signed up. Nesser is. Commander Varad 07. I mean, it's nothing you don't already know, Nesser. It's just, you know.
Hello.
I did not include the doubled up abrasion blasters because that's going to be patched out at some point. Dazzy Star, hey, what's up? Official Wizard, I liked it. Well, thank you. Man flew over the weekend. I'm fine again, though. Yeah, I've got... The hell? I had a cold, and that progressed into a sinus infection, so I'm having all kinds of happy fun. FleetCom convinced me to swap ships in the last 5 minutes. What are you going with now? That's news to me. What are you flying with? RTX 2070 today, Vive tomorrow. Holy damn, you're loaded for bear. Beluga? Why are you flying a beluga? Distant Worlds 2 starts on the 13th. The wizard. Varad planning on holding down the home front? Alright. You have a pool on the top deck. Well, I mean, it's a submarine. I mean, little known fact, but did you know that the Titanic's pool is still full, even after all these years? Been stream testing over the weekend. The only test that's failed is Doom 16. Yeah, that's a pretty that's a hardware intensive game. But yeah, just Wizard, go in and fill out the forms for it and get yourself set up. I mean, certainly with the mining, you can make yourself enough cash in a hurry. I mean, I'm kind of pulling up goose eggs here for rocks, but I've got some inventory on board. I've got some product. Oh, wife described as watching a slideshow with an awesome soundtrack. Ain't wrong. Ain't wrong. I don't think this is going to have any... Well, that's the one I want anyway. That glowy rock. Like I said, you're looking for a glow somewhere between Marcellus Wallace's briefcase and Ark of the Covenant. Red Moon Gaming did a boo-boo, ended up back in the bubble, now I'm out again. Oh, that's right, that was How bad a boo-boo was it? I mean, like, Band-Aid here? Or are we talking ER? Or are we talking limb replacement kind of boo-boo? Elite works, Hollow Knight works, Dark Souls works. All right, good, good. You're covered on the good stuff. ER and escape pods. That's a bit of a boo-boo. That's not a boo-boo. That's an oh shit. I've had plenty of those. I may have made the financial equivalent of a boo-boo. Possibly. Medical status raised from boo-boo to oh shit, yeah. Yep, C. Montgomery Burns, seen here terrorizing children in the 17th century woodcut. Moved to a hospital where he was declared dead, then moved to a better hospital where his condition was upgraded to alive. Repower play, hey, what's up? But no, I did some adding to the collection earlier today. Did some cleaning out of some old bots that just weren't fitting very well in the collection, and trying to move into some third-party stuff that look a lot better. Let's see here. The question: all of us going on Distant Worlds 2. What do we do when it starts? Stick with fleet. Find a POI in the Codex and travel there. Well, Link, I mean, they're going to give us basically, they're going to give us a waypoint like 4,000 light years away. And then we got a week to go there. So we got plenty of time to kind of figure out where to go in the meantime. Sometimes they give us a week. Sometimes I think they give us like 2 weeks, depending. No, it's just going to be the 1 week, but still. Trying to make some money, not getting anywhere near as much as multi-crewing with you. Oof, rock. Otis, P. Funk, hey, what's going on? I just hit a rock. It was apparently large and angry. You'd think I'd know how to find those in an asteroid field. You would be wrong. Yeah, I got a rock. Thanks, guys. Okay, thank you, Nestor. They give us 1 week per waypoint, but 2 times they'll be 8,000 light years instead of 4,000. All right. But I mean, still, that gives us a week to get from point A to point B, and we can always, you know, always take a detour through point C, D, maybe F. Otis, I'm doing all right. Fighting off something in my head. A cold, not voices. I fought off the voices a long time ago, but no, my cold progressed into a sinus infection, so now I've got a headache ranging somewhere between catastrophic and apocalyptic going on. Cazador 07. Wizard, actually, yeah, an Anaconda, I think an Anaconda is still good because you can actually go off the beaten path quite a bit. Nothing I'm finding for good rocks yet here. The voices never leave, not really. Nothing I'm gonna admit to on stream. Yeah. Conda isn't the best idea. I mean, it's great for jumping point A to point B, but you're also going to want to be comfortable turning, maneuvering. In character, a condo would be perfect because plenty of space to make space shine. Well, you got me there. Yeah, I like the request, Otis. Red Moon Gaming, crate or nothing? No. I mean, Nesser's going out in a beluga, and we know that the Orca can pull some pretty impressive numbers now. And it can actually refuel. No on this rock, maybe possibly on this one. Jumpaconda doesn't in any direction well. I mean, it goes straight in a really good, really good. Repower play, going out in a DBX after all. Whee! Core asteroids way easier to spot during the day. I'm having no luck spotting them in the daytime. I have a much better time night side.
Hello.
Yeah, Phantom ain't a bad ship. Especially for the jumping. A grill, hey, what's up? We might have something here. This looks promising.
Kids these days in their crazy language, am I right?
And a grill, thank you so much for the host. Alright, come on. Oh, that was supposed to be... Yeah, gotcha. Nope, nothing. Yeah, SRV derbies, I don't think I'm going to be derbying them. I'm too worried about those, kabooming. I mean, I brought up 2 just in case anyway. Though I am trying to figure out, mining laser or beam laser? It's a silly question to ask, but... Link says beam. The Gold Rush might be a distraction for all the limited content. I'm not so sure about that. Red Moon Gaming, thank you so much for the host. I don't know. I don't think I'd... Well, with Distant Worlds coming, I mean... I don't know how limited the content can be. I mean, exploration's going to get the bit... Let me try that again. Let's get a drink of water just to make sure. Dry throat, your powers... You have no power over me. I was going to say, with the... I don't know if I would call it limited content. Then again, I'm going on Distant Worlds along with a bunch of other folks. And that's the most expanded content we've got. There's also the AX zones and the combat zones once they get that sorted out, hopefully. Let's see here. Mining tip, all Motherlode asteroids have the same model in each ring type. Yes, but not... All Motherlode asteroids have the same model, but not all that model are Motherlodes. There will be mining in Get Yourself at Colonia. Yeah, I'm not sure how much I'm going to participate in the mining, but it will be done. Yeah, AXCZs are an official health hazard with the epilepsy warning that ought to be coming with them. And I do not say that sarcastically. That's why I'm not flying AXCZs anymore on stream. Not until they fix that. I don't believe, but hey, I can afford to throw away some limpets. But I don't think this is a... It looks like the model for the mineable asteroid, but it's not carrying any of the fissures on board. Nope.
Prospector limpet engaged.
When we went out testing them with a PAL group, one of the older participants had to leave due to disorientation and headache. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that one's a glowy one, ain't it?
Programming limpet drone.
Yep, this one's got him. Watch, it's gonna be bromolite.
Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete.
You know, it's one thing I hate worse than being wrong, and that's being right a lot of the time. Stop being right then. Brilliant! You've been bromolited, meme. If that is a meme, that is a glorious meme. And if it's not a meme, it ought to be a meme, damn it. Always think of the worst. You can either be right or pleasantly surprised. I mean, you're not wrong. There's still money, though. I mean, yes, there's still money, but they're $8 grand. I mean, $8 grand when I could be filling up something with, you know, 10. I mean, 1 ton of alexandrite is going to be worth 40 times more than 1 ton of bromolite. When was I ever wrong? Let's see here. Recently we were just having a discussion. It was about science. And you said, oof, I'm wrong. I just can't remember the topic, otherwise I'd really lord it over you. You win this time, fuzzy memory. There we go.
Programming lipid drone. Prospector
Better.
engaged.
Much, much better.
Asteroid scan complete.
Made a Discord account on the weekend. Don't know how you use it, though. Friggin' old people.
Detonation sequence initiated.
Does somebody want to help Grandpa along in there on that? Oh, almost. Alright, high strength. So let's throw a medium level charge in here. Doink, there we go. Unleash the bay.
Detonation in 10 seconds. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Cargo scoop deployed. Programming limpet drone.
Now I'm thinking about Herbert the Pervert in an Elite Dangerous suit. Thanks. There we go. All right, take care, Nesser. Thank you for having me. Thanks for popping by. Bean, can someone explain how the new mining mechanics work? Sure thing. So, really for the new, you can do the old school mining, which was just collectors, prospectors, mining lasers. Or you can do like what I'm using, and I'm using a seismic charge launcher and an abrasion blaster. I also have a pulse wave scanner. We'll get around to all these once I get this rock cleaned up. I've just blown this rock apart. And so now I am making all the money off the limpets. I'm using the abrasion blaster to target these opals embedded in the surface of the rock I split apart. You charge it up, you fire it, you free the mats. Let's see here, scan over here. There's still one more embedded in the rock. That is down here. I know, it's not rock, it's ice, but, you know. Only so many terms I can get used to in my head. Same thing, really. Oh, I'm using the PS4 Twitch app. Bigger screen links don't work for me on this. All right. All right, somebody whisper that link to him. Okay, so, Bean, let's get reset here. I'm using a pulse wave scanner. I am in a void opal hotspot. Now, you get to these hotspots, you scan the ring. And Commander Cletus, hey, what's up? You scan the ring with the mapping system, the new probe launcher. You find a hotspot. You go down into the hotspot and use the pulse wave scanner to send out a little, not quite sonar pulse, but close enough for government work. And then you look for rocks that have a certain surface features on them. This rock doesn't actually have it. You're looking for stuff that's glowing really bright, or really, really super pixelated, or sometimes a combination of the two. And you're looking for rocks that have something like, they're certain surface features. Banner Phil, greetings! Glad to catch the stream live at last. Welcome aboard! Welcome aboard. Legion of One, yes, I'm coming along on Distant Worlds. I'm all signed up, got my ship all set. That's a rock. And not the one I'm looking at. This one, that is not the surface feature you're looking for. There's a possible over there. Now, while this seems like it's a big waste of time, the time investment is much higher because the payout is much higher. Alexandrite, yes, this only says 273,000 a ton only. You can sell this in certain places for 700. void opals, there are places nearby that will buy this for 1.6 million per ton. And a grill, it takes off on the 13th. And welcome back, Nesser. So this also does not have the surface features we are looking for. But there was a possible over here I thought I saw. This one probably isn't it, doesn't seem the right shape, but we're still going to have a look. Cazador, yes, I will be streaming the launch. What do you think about using a Diamondback Explorer for mining probe things so I don't drag the Minaconda out to the middle of nowhere, only to realize there's nothing there? I mean, you'll be able to see the hotspots. And being able to carry that much material, I think you'd be very happy with it. I think I got a possible over here. The Conda is not obsolete. Anybody that thinks the Conda's obsolete. Needs to be more popcorn shaped, yeah. This one... potentially. I do believe this is... Yep, this is... No. Dang it. Thought it was. Wishful thinking. That one's very popcorn shaped. Ah, Bean, I'm confused on the seismic launcher. You say mid-strength, so I'll toss in a high-strength charge. Right, so it's... There's the recommended, but there's also kind of a half science, half intuition to it. Like, if you threw in the recommended strength, if you threw in a low-level charge on a low-level fissure, you'd only get a little bit of... Am I trying to say? You'd only get a little bit of bump in your optimum explosion range. So you could fill it with two, if you went with, if you found a rock with, say, 2 low levels, a high level, and a bunch of averages, you could try to fill in a bunch of the averages, 3 or 4 averages, or you could pump 2 high-level charges into 2 low-level fissures, and then put a low level somewhere else. And those 3 ought to be enough to crack the rock open. So it's kind of a case of being able to accurately estimate how much force you're going to need to crack that rock open. If I can find another one. I mean, let's see here. I've been mining for about 40 minutes. And with 32 tons of void opal and 14 alexandrite, that is still pulling a million credits a minute. And Otis, we see you. We see you on the Discord. Unfortunately, it's a real pain in the butt to find the fissures on the day side of a planet. Yeah, that makes sense in Elite. In the real world, what you're just going to do is shatter that one segment instead of, you know, instead of properly getting the calculated explosion. Correct, Link. I mean, it's got a nice glow to it, but I don't think it has the right properties. Nope. And it's entirely possible this hotspot's been played out. Or that I'm just flying, you know, flying the wrong way on it. But I picked up a couple of good rocks already, so there's hope. Cazador, I was still in the hotspot. This is a very large hotspot. Basically, this is giving me a direction of travel, so I always have a North Star to go towards. In this case...
Collector limit expired.
In this case, I just keep on flying towards that hotspot, and I know which areas I've been to and which ones I haven't yet. This one is not. Sniper Man, hey, what's up? Alright, Bean, I got a good feeling on this rock. Yeah, here we go, Bean. These are the rocks you want to look for. In daylight, you're going to see markings like this. These cracks. And in night vision mode, they will show up like this.
Programming limpet drone.
So, we're going to fire a Prospector Limpet into this sucker.
Prospector limpet engaged.
Switch over to our Seismic Charge Launcher. Now we want to scan around here. That's an average strength
Asteroid
fisher.
scan complete.
That's an average strength fisher. That's high strength. That's low strength. Official Wizard, see last, please. Alright, 1 second.
Detonation sequence initiated.
You were saying something about people finding stuff with the, finding stuff better with the default HUD, I think you were saying? Let me double check on that, though. That's another average, okay. Average strength, we're going to load this up with it. We're going to hot load this. And then this is an average strength fisher. We're going to load this one up with an average strength charge. Perfect.
Detonation in 10 seconds.
I mean, I don't know how default HUD's going to have anything to do with it, to be honest, but... And with the charges set properly, Bean, you get one hell of a kaboom.
Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Cargo scoop deployed.
Ah, that one turned away. And we froze quick. EMS. Let's hear. Oshby, 5 EMS. Hi there. How you doing? And Nesser, only one blaster? Yeah, it's a bug. It's a bug, and they're going to be patching it out. May as well get used to just the one. Besides, I didn't have any other room on this thing. Well, I did, but I didn't want to lose my defensive armament. I mean, it's not like I'm mining my way into the poorhouse as is.
Collector limpet expired. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone.
Can you mine with lasers and then blast mine? Yes, he can be. You could hit the surface of this rock with the standard mining lasers and then blast it open. I like how the blaster bug was reported 2 days after its release in beta, and they're fixing it just now. Oh yeah, Frontier takes to bug fixes like a duck takes to crude oil. But no, Bean, you can actually mine at all 3 levels. You can do the surface mining with the laser, and then you can do the subsurface mining with the mine drill. And then you can cut this thing, or the drill missile, and then you can blast this thing open with the seismic charges if you really want to. And to answer how it's going, Moo, it's going well. Excellent. Glad to hear it. Terlock, let's see here. BRB. All right, yeah, go, eat. Nom, gain the nourishment. Banner, if you plan on being out mining for a while and don't want to risk running out of ammo, which mining tools should you double up on? I would say double up on the seismic charge launcher. But I mean, I'm in a Python with 192 tons. And I've only got the one seismic launcher, and I haven't run out of ammo yet. I also believe that, let's check the synthesis on this real quick. Subsurface displacement. Okay, you can reload your seismic charge launcher as well. It just takes mercury to do. But yeah, Bean, there's the surface mining, there's the somewhat subsurface mining, which to me is kind of an inefficient waste of time, but if you want to do it, go right ahead. And then there's the blast mining. The surface mining is almost entirely for construction materials and synthesis materials. Engineering mats. Subsurface, the blast mining, that is almost entirely just profit. That's where you get your credits. Nesser, I'm running a big ship. I tend to run out of seismic charges, so it's only required if you have a big ship. Yeah, pretty much. What's our inventory right now? 50 void opals. So we are still right on track for nearly 1 million credits a minute. Actually, a little bit over 1 million a minute. Actually, quite a bit over. Because I've been mining for 50 minutes now, and I've picked up Well, plenty over 50 million. Like closer to 75 million, I believe. Actually, 80 million. And that's not counting the Alexandrite. That is only the Void Opals on board. Alright, Nesser, take care. Okay, a couple of shiny possibilities. This one won't have it, but I'm still going to fire a limpet into it. See if there's any subsurface deposits for the drill missiles. Not that I have any, but...
Prospector limpet engaged.
Right here, these bubbly ones. Subsurface
Asteroid
deposit.
scan complete.
You shoot into this with a drill missile and it will blast it free. If you play the drill missile minigame. Now you, on the other hand, you look like all kinds of profit just waiting to happen. Yep, we got fishers in this one.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete. Detonation sequence initiated.
Here's another low strength. We'll overcook this one as well. And right there, we're in the optimum yield range. So it only took 2 seismic charges by overcooking those 2 low deposits, those 2 low fissures.
Detonation in 10 seconds.
So it's a way of saving ammo, basically.
Collector limpet expired. Limpet drone error. Deploy cargo hatch.
And you're going to hear a lot of that.
Programming limpet drone.
But you're still making more than you're losing on limpets, so... Is wing mining still a thing? At least as much as it ever was. Yes, in fact, the blast mining has made wing mining very interesting. Because you can go out and have an effective mining ship, or a mining wing with, say, a Viper. I can equip a Viper 3 with a pulse wave scanner, a seismic launcher, and an abrasion blaster. One moment, I actually need to toss some limpets here. I'm going to have to toss quite a few, actually, at this rate. So no, you could have somebody in a mining ship, a great big processing ship with just, you know, tons and tons of limpets. And then you could have a buddy in a Viper that could blast these rocks open, maneuver around, get inside these chunks, and blow the, you know, kick these embedded pieces loose. And then the great big processing ship is right there picking everything up. And then at the end, I mean, you could switch out and, you know, he could pay you by giving you a, you know, percentage of the chunks, or you can take a kick with the, the trade dividends. So no, this actually made wing mining much more interesting in my opinion. And we're sitting on top of 66 void opals already. We're going to have to lose more limpets here.
Cargo scoop retracted.
But no, the slowest part of wing mining with a Viper-based scout is just waiting for the big processing ship to get over to you. But at the same time, if you've got multiple scouts going around, or you could run a team. You could run 2 processing ships and 2 scouts in a wing, and the wing dividends, the payouts at the end would double up. But you could have one guy pop in on one end of the hotspot and somebody pop in on the other end of the hotspot, and then they could both work towards the middle. They aren't overlapping each other. And when you go to turn in at the end, you've got a whole lot of profit made. Like a kid at Disney World. No, I had a friend on board last night. All I did was one mining mission, and he made 15 million credits just sitting in the seat. And this is, I mean, this is a Python. This is not a super high-end mining ship. I mean, you could go for a Minoconda and a Viper Scout and make so much more cash.
Collector limit expired.
I mean, if you're just flying the Viper in a wing and you're making 30, excuse me, actually, if you got 2 Anacondas and 2 Vipers, the 2 Vipers are going to be making around 60 million just off the trade dividends.
Prospector limit engaged.
And then you run into these. Bromolite.
Asteroid scan complete. Collector limit expired.
Exactly, Sniper Man. You said it.
Collector limit expired.
Now this has all the hallmarks of a rock. I mean, it's got the shape of a rock with fissures on it, but it does not have any. Ghost Tracker, Nopalite, exactly. I mean, back in the old days, Bromolite wasn't bad. Hey, 8 grand a ton? I'll take some of that. Now it's like, get out. There we go.
Programming limpet drone.
I could actually make out the fissures from here. There's one right there.
Prospector limpet engaged.
Now, Alexandrite. Not void opals, but it still goes for 700 grand a pop if you know where to sell it.
Detonation sequence initiated.
Well, I take that back. It could only be 500,000 a pop. Either way, though, a little bit better than Bromolite, I think you will agree. Alright, we'll overcook this average. And then we'll throw a high yield charge into this high fisher. And then that's a low strength. There's the low strength. Just put a dash of charge in there. Yeah, you can even bypass Painite now. It's like,
Detonation in 10
Painite?
seconds.
What's that? Never heard of it. Hello, new miner. Who this?
Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone.
Wait, if you're in a wing, only the person selling gets the cash. Red Moon Gaming, not quite. A while back, they added in trade dividends, so escort ships could get something like 10% of what was sold. 10%, 5%, something like that. Some number which, with the payouts involved here, are ridiculously high. So even if you have no cargo space, if you're in a wing with a ship that sells an exorbitant amount of money, or makes an exorbitant amount of money, you get a percentage of that. You get a percentage of the cut. So if you're flying escort for a T9 who needs it, just to provide a little bit of extra security, you make a little extra just based on what he makes. So if you're in a wing and there's two ships selling for exorbitant amounts of profit, the two escort ships are actually making money off of that. Plus the two main ships are making money off of that too. If you had 4... Okay, so say I make an absolute metric ass ton of money, and the trade dividends come out to 15 million credits for somebody else who's just flying along. If there's 4 of us, 4 pythons, and they all sell that for, 15 million credits, the other 3 ships in the wing, they're also getting the 15 million trade dividends off their buddies. So you can make an extra 45 million right there. That's what I like NPC wingman for the protection solo. My internet's bad, so I can't wing up. Oh. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, that... I mean, that's kind of what the kind of what the fighter pilots are for. You're paying them on retainer.
Cargo scoop retracted.
But I know it's not exactly the same thing because a mining ship with fighter bay is just, it's not quite as effective as you want. Name of the Distant Worlds 2 PG. Is it called FleetCom? Yes, it is, Link. Yes, it is. And again, sorry, I'm still fighting with whatever's decided to take up residence up in my head. Rock.
Collector limit expired.
And all my collectors just got pancaked. Oh, well. Pilots only take combat payouts, or is it all profits? It's all profits, Cazador. They get a percentage of every credit you make.
Programming limpet drone.
I was able to spot that marking up there. That's a fisher right there.
Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete.
Average. Low. Okay.
Detonation sequence initiated.
There's the other low. Let's see here. There are profits from exploring, but I would say do it in a wing instead of multi-crew, because multi-crew exploring is still borked. Makes me mad.
Detonation in 10 seconds.
But theoretically, multi-crew exploration should work in that you can have somebody else, the other person on your ship, running the signal scanner. And you can also have somebody else running the probe launcher. Now, unfortunately, the probe launcher is currently borked in multi-crew. Because what it does is it counts every time one person pulls the trigger, it's counting as 2 probes firing off, so it totally eliminates the efficiency bonus. But no, in theory, you ought to have a stellar cartographics officer and a sensors officer. In practice, it ain't working yet. Now, it does work beautifully in wings, just not in multi-crew. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to snipe that. I'll have to get closer. HS, no, I'm not using the 2 or more abrasion bug. I mean, it's going to be patched out at some point. May as well not get used to it. If I have a friend using the FSS, how does he get money from doing that? See, that's where it breaks down, because he ought to be getting credit for that when you turn in. But it doesn't look like they do. Now, in a wing, all of us were scanning planets with the FSS and all of us were mapping planets with the probe launcher. We were all getting tripled up credit on that. It was me, Sanson, and Gret. Or me, Sanson, Sniperman, and Gret. But that's in wing, and I'm not sure what to say on multi-crew. It just doesn't seem to be working. Link, yes, correct. Because there's something, you can no longer send a direct request to join a private group. You have to friend up with the person who runs it, and then they will send you an invite. You can no longer request an invite separately. Whoops. Oh, well. What if 3 people do void opal mining, and whenever one is ready to sell, they invite the other 2, sell it, end the session, and repeat? I mean, you could do that, or you could just wait for everybody to dock at the same station or be in the same instance as the station, sell it, and they'll still make the money. I mean, trade dividend is going to be the same whether it's for multi-crew or wingmates.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Now, what do we got here? Potential, but no. This is not actually. This is not a high-paying rock. See, you need a new role. Old and stunned. That'll be mine. I'll see what I can do about that. I thought multi-crew profits were equal among people of equal ranks, and wing trade profits were like 10% or so. But in a wing, it would triple the payout if you ordered it right. Yeah, exactly. So if you had 3 pythons, and each one sells off for 15 million in dividends. You see, now you got me thinking, HS. I just don't know many other people who are elite trade to test out the theory on. Link, they'll get it. I ran into the same problem. They will get to you, I promise. Back with Mac and Cheese, what's this about elite trade needed for theory? Do you get a 1-to-1 payout if people are of equal rank when turning in commodities if they're in multi-crew? Mirrored profits and fines among equal... Whoop, rock. Bonk. Hell of a rock, too. Sniper Man, I'm elite if you want to test. Alright, are you in actually right now?
Go!
You were not in, alright. I mean, I got plenty of space left, but I'm also in a pretty good position where I'm going to be making north of 100 million either way here. So if there's anybody... Okay, after work? Alright. But yeah, if there's anybody in right now who is elite in trade, when I turn in, I'll invite you along. HS, I got elite in trade. I can be in 2 minutes. All right. Banner Phil, I'm in game now in elite in exploration and trade. All right, Banner. Let's see here. And you're in the private group. Okay. Let's go to HIP 1297. No, I don't have the Nelson, haha. Yeah, Python's 2 people max. Set to 1. If you're doing Distant Worlds 2, how are you going to look after your interest in the bubble? Not all the air entry is going out in Distant Worlds, and I do have a spare ship here. Just in case I need to put out any fires, or, you know, help put out any fires. Yes, HIP 1297. Just gotta make a couple jumps to get there. HS, don't even have the Mr. Moo group? Give me a minute on that. It's Kyle Donovan. That's my commander name in-game. Back when I didn't know I was actually going to be streaming. Back when I didn't actually have a Twitch ID. Sanson, hey, what's up? Long time no see. How you doing? XT99, he's currently on the Gnosis yet. You know, just kind of chilling. Actually, we seem to be in a good spot here. Nobody's going to interdict me with my butt to the
Warning,
star.
temperature critical.
Let's see here. There you go. Right, let's try jumping again, and banner. Let's, your hyperdrive. My hyperdrive's charging, so I can't send a link. He lives! So glad to hear it. Tell that to the FDL that interdicted me into the star yesterday. Oh, that's no good.
Telepresence crew member connected.
There we go.
Telepresence crew member disconnected.
And there we go. Dreaded connection error strikes again. Yeah, it looks like it knocked you back down to main menu. Holy crap. No good. Yeah, sorry I missed that, HS. My bad. Hope they fix the connection issues. Fix before distant worlds. Well, they got... they better work fast then. Yeah, I have access to... I've put up access to some of the sounds. And Phil Banner, it's saying you are in open play. Yeah, I thought I did too, to be honest. You're at the menu, join your group, alright. Well, okay, here's a question to settle this between HS and Banner, Phil. Who needs the money more? We're gonna hold tryouts. Who's got the lowest amount of cash and could use a infusion of the green stuff? Not curious, just don't need the cash, just curious. All right, HS, how you doing on cash? You're 100 million from 11 billion total assets, right? Well, since neither one of you need the cash, I'll just add in here. Let's see if HS can pop in. And Sanson is broke down to about 5 bill. Oh, you poor, poor child, you. Alright, HS is here. Okay, so you are rated as... HS, just confirm. You are rated as elite in trade, right? Funko Pop is making 40k things. Funko Pop Emperor, suddenly need. Okay, you're elite trader, alright. Just making sure. Let's check the Alexandrite. So that's going to be giving me 16.9 million. You should be getting something like that then. Alright, HS, how much did you make off of that? Not the full amount. Okay. When I rejoined, I was offered mining rewards of 0 credits. Awesome. So yeah, it's... You'd actually make more money with triple ships or quadruple ships winging up and just mining and sharing the trade dividends. So this is going to make me nearly 128 million. And it kind of froze. Sanson, are the current mining payouts the new norm or still in a gold rush state since update? Yes. The payouts are a new norm. However, the hotspots are going to burn out relatively quickly as far as I can tell. Try and sell, see what it says. Okay, I just sold it off, so... Yeah, my cargo bay is nothing but limpets now.
Telepresence crew member disconnected. Incoming message.
Hotspots will still come back, though, right? No. From what I understand, they will not come back. You have to range out further and further and find more and more spots. Now, it's the bubble. There's a lot of places to go before the entire bubble is mined out. But still. Looks like I shared a grand total of 7.2 million there. Seven two 36,542. Yep, I concur. All right. All right, how are we doing in Narvert? We're at 46%. I'm happy with that. Adensu, 54. Good. 69.78. Happy. All right. 73.70. We're at war. We want to lose that one. 415. War. We want to lose that one. Blue Wanja, election. Happy. 32%. Let's raise that up a little bit. Oh, and Hardcore is probably just... You know, he is probably running his tail off on this, and thanks to him for it. Grill, you're saying mine for credits while you can? No, Grill, I'm saying that mine in the hotspots that you know of, and then you're going to have to go out and range out and find more. So you're going to have to start examining those systems, those anarchy systems that are usually just a great big pile of crap that you wouldn't look at twice. Suddenly, if they got icy rings, suddenly they are a brand new, well, they are the new gold rush until they get burnt out, and then you got to move on. Gear up. All right, Bannerfield, you are 5 jumps away. Yeah, so if you turn in Wolf 1297, there's an outpost there buying the opals. And there's plenty of icy rings here in 20777. Now I'm going to head back to Luwanja. Because this ship needs a little bit of updating. I mean, I'm theirs makes no difference at 3 billion. Assets, statistic, yeah, it should be here or something, shouldn't it, or... It's around here somewhere. There's my permits, session log, reputation. Reputation? That ain't it. Well, now you got me wondering where the assets are.
Command, reports are coming in from Delta Squad. Be on the lookout for smuggler traffic in the area.
There we go. Probably. Nope, that ain't it. It's an under Codex Commander Stats Balance. Ah, that was my next. Okay, there we go. Current assets, 6.5 billion. All right. Yeah, I'm not exactly hurting for cash. I need at least 2.9 billion to feel comfortable with my next science experiment. Your AX Beluga? Or do you have something beyond the impossible? Bean, what's with the new computer voice? It's called Kovas. Cockpit Voice Assistant or something like that. You can get it swapped out. You just got to do it at the dock. But I've got Alex because I like Alex's voice. The only thing that can make my wallet hurt is if we got single-player-owned capital ships we'd have to A-rate. You know, to hear some of the rumors... Yeah, you built the AX Beluga yesterday. I was wondering if you needed more money to safely test it. Testing it tonight if you want to watch. Oh, God. There is a whole lot of nothing here. Wow, just a bunch of rock and ice. As Nesser would put it, just a lot of rice. By the way, capital ship hardpoints are called huge, and they got turreted huge railguns. When can we get those? Right around the time we have a ship with enough mass that firing the railgun won't blow us into last week from the recoil.
Warning, temperature critical.
You're going to wake up to the beep, beep, beep of an EEG machine. Doctor standing over you saying, congratulations. You got a huge railgun. It's 14 years ago now. And we got some hospital bills to pay. Correction, you got some hospital bills to pay. Congratulations, your fire test worked. I can't see us being able to fly a fleet capital ship. I think they'll just end up being mobile bases. Yeah, they're going to end up like... they're going to end up like the megaships currently, I think. Haven't even used 5 billion credits on outfitting. How have you swapped gear for almost 30 billion? Oh, that's easy, HS. See, the way it seems to work is... every time I take, like, a heavy-duty piece of equipment, like a Class 8 fuel scoop or something, and throw it, you know, put it on a ship, and then remove it from a ship, and then put it back on a ship, that's counting as outfitting. Congratulations, fire test worked. Shame about the ship and the planet behind it. Well, they were going to blow up anyway. It was bound to happen. Did you do that on purpose to bring up the total? No, I just like mad sciencing stuff. Ooh, what if I try this? No, wait, what if I do this? No, wait, what if I do this, this, and this? Brilliant! And then I end up, you know, creating something that is powered by nothing but 6 outboard motors. And yeah, I've built the equivalent of an IO-class battleship with 6 outboard motors and 32 28-inch guns. Didn't quite work. Fun to play with, though. I mean, like, look at the, look at Project Peacemaker. Look at that monstrosity that I built the other day. God, duck out, reality interferes again. Alright, Terlock, take care.
Request approved. Victor for approach to landing pad 18.
I mean, HS, have you seen the frag monster that I built at Nesser's encouragement? The terrifying beast of, you know, the glitter monster. The glitter bomb. Now that sounds extremely close to my floating tungsten ingot. Pretty close, yeah. Oh no, it was Amazing Red Moon, and I still got plans for it, but let's be honest, it is impractical as all get out. Being, well, really it was closer to, you know, 5/8. Rodney McKay, always count on him to dig just a little bit deeper in a situation where you need to dig up. Also, great gunship rescue from the Daedalus there, in that scene. Alright, let's fix this ship first. Okay, we are fixed. Let's, a little bit of integrity here. And Sanson, thank you so much for the 1,000 bits there. Thank you so much. Hawkwing, how do you look up ship builds? Exclamation point ships. That'll take you to my fleet page on EDSM, and then from there, if you click on individual ships, you get a link to Coriolis, and it will put that ship up into the Coriolis ship builder, and you can play with it to your heart's content.
Plot twist!
And Hawkwing 2K5, thank you so much for the follow. Unwillingful, how you doing? It's brightened up a little bit, still a little rainy here. Hank's having fun looking out the window when he's not being sick. Well, okay, not sick, but Hank's got a sensitive tummy for being the size of livestock. Had some blue water tacos for lunch, it rained on me. Well, getting the full experience then, ain't ya? Well, not so much ill. Hank is... Oh, 1 second on that, on Hank. HS, want to know how much I earned from search and rescue? Go right ahead. Let's hear it. $2,864 credits. Whee! But, you know, it's a good feeling. It's the feeling of a good deed done, right? Right? Yeah. Anyway, Hank isn't exactly ill, but whenever we try to switch... Hank has had nothing but kibble since he was a little kitten. But Yuki, with her teeth issues, Yuki has a little genetic condition where she gets... her fangs get cavities that form from the inside. And there's no amount of brushing, there's no amount of dental care. It comes and goes. It seems to happen all at once, and then it lays dormant for a while, and maybe it doesn't come back, maybe it does. But she needs teeth pulled, unfortunately. So we need to set them up with Gushi food, which is healthier anyway for cats, but Hank doesn't, his stomach does not like adjusting to it. And so we got to be real slow on it. Unfortunately, Hank's stomach is still... Ugh. I've seen sick livestock that, Anyway. The less I say about that, the better. Liberating political prisoners... Courier for sensitive poll data. You know what? I may as well just do this. Let's get back into it. 14,000 light seconds. Good, we can converse. Unwillingful. Moo has more credits than me. Challenge accepted. Red Moon Gaming. Is this Project Peacemaker? No, this is the Taurus. Peacemaker is the intruder. If you're checking out the fleet, the Intruder is an Alliance challenger set up with nothing but rapid-fire frags. This one is, dare I say, a little bit more practical. And that's saying a bit. Did I just pass it? There we go. Gear up. Finally caught up in the mining ship. You're going to make some good money in those rings, I think. And if it's not that first planet, there are plenty of other planets with... What the hell? Speaking of gassy. Ah, the Hylia. Alright. But no, Banner 20777 has a lot of pristine ice rings. The Sanson Fleet Yard touch on a Chally. Did you go for rapid fire frags? Because I went for rapid fire frags with screening. Those things reload in under a second. it's obscene. It's hilarious, but it's obscene. HS1 item rescued. Ah, you were doing recovery missions. Gotcha.
Mission critical message.
No, I didn't switch to rapid fire frags permanently. That's only for one ship idea that I had. No, usually I go with the overcharge screening. Oh. 9,000 light seconds. Well, that's better. I thought it was 19,000. It was me who pestered you about it for weeks. You did, and then Nesser gave me an idea on how to really make it work. Zionsk, thank you so much for the host. Greatly appreciated. Welcome aboard. Well, it's still the Intruder for right now. I don't know what kind of name I'm gonna give it. I might give it the Glitter Bomb. HS, to put it on a Challenger. Because I was trying to make it work on a Chieftain, and that just... A Chieftain didn't work for the weapon loadout, and an Anaconda was a little... I didn't think it would have enough maneuverability. So, Nesser gave me the idea of using a fully armored Challenger, which is not a build that I was usually going for, so I've got 2 birds and 1 very large stone on this thing. But no, by the time I get this mission wrapped up, the other ship should be back over in Luanja, and we can take a look at that. Time bonus. Okay, Grimes. If I can deliver this in 5 hours, I get an extra 140 grand. Awesome. I think I can pull this off in 5 hours. Unwillingful, has anyone told you have a good radio voice? I may have heard that once or twice. Possibly. I've also got a great radio face. So I wasn't wrong. This was saying it was like 14,000 light seconds away. And then I jump in and they're like, nah, it's 9,000. Because it is orbiting on this side of the star. Aha. Yeah, I used to work radio. A little town called Mason City, Iowa. And then one day I saw the writing on the wall when they were selling office furniture to make payroll. And I'm like, nope, I think it's time to pull the ejection lever on this one. Ghost. Yep, the feeling when you realize homely means something totally different in America than it does in Britain, and you tried to compliment someone with it. No hard feelings. No, HS, well, in Britain it is. In the UK, homely is a positive thing. In the US, it means... not just got hit with the ugly stick, means he came charging out of the ugly forest. Oh wait, Sniper Man, I'm naming my Fragaconda the Glitter Bomb. Go right ahead, I haven't changed the intruder's name yet. Go right ahead, it's all yours. I mean, there's homely, which, yeah, I don't know why. I think because it's like, I don't know, the etymology of it might be close to humble. I've never actually looked. Noodles for pasta. Hi there, who's ugly? Me? No, 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 no. We're just going over strange words. I mean, does everybody know about Malik's, one of Malik's ship names? It's spelled Ghoti, but it's pronounced fish. HS, general purpose Mamba weapons setup. Any ideas? Yeah, in the South, someone can see you and say, bless your heart. And it can usually mean, you know, fill your hands, you son of a bitch. Let's get... I don't need the reputation. Just throw this in. But HS, general purpose, I would almost say like one huge and two large multi-cannons and then go with small rails. But I don't have a Mamba. I mean, I considered like going with dual large... Actually, I considered going with dual large pacifier frags and then small gimbaled frags do like corrosive and drag rounds on, and then a large, you know, large multi-cannon for whatever. Throat wobbler mangrove, you say? And it's so strange because I once dated somebody whose name was spelled Kate, but it was pronounced psychopath. Well, Bannerfill, there's got to be plenty of other icy rings in the air. You're being interdicted under military rules of engagement, pilot. Oh yeah, that's another thing they gotta fix, that double interdiction. Come on, Frontier, get with it. You're being interdicted under military rules of engagement. No, I'm being inconvenienced. PSA, we may seem to be partial towards frag build, buyer beware. Those are great for big ship murdering, doesn't have the best endurance in combat zones. You are correct. Yeah, caveat emptor does not mean enjoy your purchase and come again. My dad had bought a Monty Python book, has every skit they did written in script form, mine now. Awesome. One of my favorite Monty Python skits, personal favorite, The Bookshop. Love that one. Also, if anybody's seen a BBC series called Black Books. Also, very accurate for bookshop owners. At least the ones I've ever met. Why are there no nukes in the game? I mean... Seems like you've got access to a railgun. What do you need a piddly nuke for?
Request approved. You are clear for approach to pad 3-8.
Although, there's still that news story about that, what was it, like a 50 megaton nuke they found off the California coast in-game? And notice, yeah, I was thinking about the, you know, looking for, Great Expectations, that's Grate, written by Edmund Wells, the well-known Dutch author. Yeah, link is here. World War III did happen in-game, and they just found a recent... In the lore of the game, they just found something like a 50 megaton nuke that fell, and the missile associated with it. Apparently North America's anti-missile shield worked, or it malfunctioned, not sure which yet. I'm thinking that warhead is going to disappear at some point in the future and get used sometime further on in the future for some kind of nefarious purpose. I may have to break from my design principles and build a faster, less armored, less DPS chief. You can keep the DPS. You know, it's the armor part that needs a little bit of work. Sensitive pull data, 6978, sure, why not? Sterling Station, wait a minute. Yeah, that's workable. That's 13,000 light seconds. Nope. Not too interested in that, Silas. You go peddle that somewhere else. Bean, mining accident. Yeah, that's what killed, oh shoot, what's his name? One of the Camerons in Battletech. Telling a tanker to give up armor is not going to be easy. That's true. That's true, but what if you told a tanker to give up DPS? Gear up.
Ship released. Clear for departure.
I feel like wish FDev would change shield mechanics beam like Star Trek. Full shields, blocks 100% damage, 99% lets 1% damage through. I've never heard that. I thought the shields in Star Trek worked like even 1% shields will block 100% of the damage until there's no more shields. Then it goes through. Well, let's see if anybody tries to interdict me for this important polling data. Excuse me. Red Moon Gaming is a bad. I really want to make an exploration Corvette. Talk to Gret about that. That's all I'll say. Talk to Gret about that. Star Trek shields had partial damage bleed with a secondary hull integrity shield. That makes sense. I remember seeing burn marks on the Enterprise A during Chang's attack. Way it currently is just like a second layer of armor that has different resistances. Yeah. Yeah. But no, Red Moon, Gret made an exploration vet. Had something like a 30, maybe 40 some light year. Do you know how to perform the Super Cruise maneuver Helix of Death? Nope. What's it do? I saw you ask Malik this. I never saw the answer, though. I mean, I've fallen into the jet cone in the wrong direction in a neutron star. That pretty much counts. Ish. Makes your arrival time much shorter to stations. Oh, yeah, that one I know about. I just go zooming past the planet full speed to let the gravity break me. I haven't run into too much trouble. Now my snowman, he's going to need a chiropractor. Air entry actual, request docking clearance.
We look forward to receiving you at this station, Commander. Please follow docking procedures and enjoy your visit. Access granted.
Did you see that? Did you see poor Frosty when I dropped out of Super Cruise? Oh, that poor little guy.
Touchdown confirmed. Commence system shutdown. Enjoy your visit, Commander.
Why does my docking make you sick? I mean, not... granted, my docking hasn't been the most beautiful stuff in the world before, but... Gear up.
Detach confirmed. You are clear to leave.
Let's go have a look over here and see what it's about. Like, in a bad way, Red Moon, or you know... What do you want? You want nothing. You're an orca. You're just gonna fill the comms with useless babble. I just fly like a madman? Speeding and all that? I can be cautious when time calls for it. But the number of moving violations I've got for actually, hitting somebody, very, very small number. I do tend to respect the law when there's other folks around. NPCs I'm a little more cavalier about. Type 9, that's right. Because also it leads to humorous moments like that. Exactly. If I were just follow the rules all the time, it'd just be, it'd just be me following the rules and... nobody watches Air Force Proud for the simulation factor. People watch him for the OMG, what, WTF, BBQ.
I have many things. A best friend who's a turtle, an island, chlamydia. This is not one of them.
If you've ever watched his videos playing Flight Sim and doing air traffic control or whatever. Yes, you need to actuate your flaps. I suggest Control F as the keyboard command. Or Alt F4. We need to record our late night antics more. People would think we fly drunk. You ain't wrong. Nope, you are not wrong. Yep, Alt F4 for 1080p. When I go rebel with speeding through the slot, I usually end up with a beluga in the way. Fair. Alright, anything fun and nifty around here? Industrial installation. Engines. Every once in a while you get an attack on one of these bases. And then you got Jemsky here. Mostly harmless. Wanted. Unfortunate. Bye, Jemsky.
Target destroyed.
Nice knowing you, buddy. Huge multican with incendiary. It's useful against shields too. True. Don't know what to toss in the large hard points. See, I would suggest going with the 2 large incendiaries, and then making the huge into the into a corrosive. Red Moon Gaming kill warrant scanner still good to have on a bounty hunter setup. Absolutely, yes. I just don't have one because this isn't much of a bounty hunter setup. But no, you make a mint. Not as much as mining, but well, there's other ways to make cash in the rings. K-class, yellow, orange, investment reported. That's like super high boom now. It used to be like investment was where you had to double jump to expand. They have changed things around quite a bit. Well, let's go stomp around our old stomping grounds. So is there anything else in the area? Unidentified signal source. Yep, let's just go to the Hazres here. Balance. I haven't even remounted all my keys yet. Yeah, Niao just got a new throttle. Well, she needed to set up a new way of interfacing her computer with the throttle. It has too many buttons on it. Like, Frontier wasn't actually reading all of the switches that her new throttle has. Pain in the butt. She's got a Verpil throttle now. Let's see if I can pull up a picture of it here, Link. This throttle. She has this.
Scan detected.
Carrying anything nice? Why, yes, I've got these fancy engineered guns. You should try them.
Under attack. Light shields offline. Warning. Impulse attack. Trajectory disruption.
Engines. Well, somebody's making friends over here. Let's go say hi. No, railguns do not ignore shields. However, if you put feedback cascade on, they will short out a shield cell bank. Sherbo Blue Brotherhood. I have no idea who these guys are, but they popped up into Narver recently. Balance. Hey, you big bullies, stop picking on him. Well, okay, you aren't going to be picking on him anymore, but not exactly what I meant.
Under attack.
Strangely brown. Huh. Just leave it at that. Unsurprisingly dead. Bannerfill, fly safe. Time to turn in my part. Maybe see you next time. Sounds good. Thanks for popping by. Yeah, sounds like the Deadpool pants joke. I know that one. Yep. Every time I don't just reload, I just eject the frag cannons and a new one pops up. Nesser, I came back to my monstrosity of a brainchild. Welcome back. This terrible, terrible thing. Ooh, compound shielding. Yes, please.
Cargo scoop deployed. Cargo scoop retracted. Cargo scoop deployed.
Terribly beautiful. Yep. Quantity has a quality all its own. I can't remember if that was Joseph Stalin that said that, or somebody in the Imperial Guard in 40K. And again, knowing 40K, probably both. Terrible and horrific. Terrific. Well, here, let's run a quick test and see what screening shells do here. Nope, nothing. Alright.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Just reading up on the squadron system seems like a gimmick right now. I mean, say what you will, but we're able to keep track of our systems without having to send out a bunch of scouts everywhere, so that is very handy right there. I mean, even just from a bookkeeping perspective, it is very, very useful. Simon Lucas, expert. Eagle.
Under attack.
Perforated.
Offline. Target shields offline. Scan detected.
How do you like the Challenger on its own without the whole big frag cannon ordeal? Like, how do you... That's a very good question, Nesser. I mean...
Target shields offline.
It's, let me take this guy out quick.
Target destroyed.
And apparently this guy. One moment on that while I arrange my, thoughts.
Scan detected.
Space hobo with a shotgun.
Target shields offline. Under attack. Scan detected.
Well, yeah, I've got this thing pretty well armored up, HS. This isn't stock. Go away.
Target destroyed.
Prepare for death, fool. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway. Show the stats? Yeah. Anyway. I don't like it as much as the Chieftain Nesser. It feels less maneuverable, which is not terrible, I guess. I mean, a Chieftain can be, you know, it's been described as a little too twitchy. But this, after getting used to the Chieftain, this feels a little more sluggish. I mean, not quite as bad as a Crusader, but, you know.
For thousands of years I lay dormant. Who has disturbed my...
Hey, best buddy.
Oh, it's you.
And Asticon, thank you so much for giving a Tier 1 sub to Unwillingful. Greatly appreciated. Welcome aboard. Welcome back. But no, this... I'll tell you what, it's let's get to a station and get this thing analyzed. It is that last size 6 hardpoint, or size 6 compartment in the Challenger, which I have no idea what to do with. I mean, it's a class 6 compartment. It doesn't... not a Crusader, Asticon. I'm flying a Challenger. It's that last size 6 that I just don't know what to do with. I mean, I could put class 5 armor in here, but that feels like it's a waste of a slot. I could put a cargo bay in, then I got a 64-ton cargo bay in a ship that... What do I do with it? Yeah, I can put a class 5 HRP into it. I was just going over that, though. It doesn't feel efficient. And Scorpio 13313, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome aboard. Nesser, hear me out. Okay. No, you were asking me my opinion on it. I'm not quite sure what to make of it. I don't like it as much as a Chieftain. But no, go ahead. While you're doing that, I'm gonna get, yeah, I suppose you could shield cell bank it, but it's a Challenger. I mean, shield cell banks on that's kind of like smoke alarms in hell. What good is it gonna do? You already know it's on fire, and it doesn't have that much in the way of super shields if you hull tank it. AFM only goes up to class 5 as well. Okay, Nesser, 2 resistance augmented force block boosters for thermal FC shields, okay. 2 heat sinks, okay, and a rapid charge recycling SCB. Okay, I can see where that would work. Trying to hybridize it?
Thousands of years I lay dormant. Who has disturbed my...
Hey, best buddy.
Oh, it's you.
Unwillingful, thank you so much for giving the Tier 1 sub to Asticon. Thank you both. AFM goes up to 8. Okay, I've just never put it on anything bigger than... Yeah, okay. Unjust for City. Hi, all. We're getting funds today? Yeah, we made a lot of money in the mining already. A lot.
Access granted. Prep for arrival on landing pad 2-2.
I am like one more mining trip in a Python away from 3 billion credits. And I thought to myself, what do I need that much credits for? That's just ridiculous. And then I thought, why wouldn't I need 3 billion credits? So I'm kind of chasing my way around in circles here. Make it a hybrid, you still have a lot of internal space to play with for the hull. True.
Landing complete. Clear to
True.
disembark.
Hull repaired.
Ammunition supply on this thing still runs a little, it eats ammunition. It goes through ammunition like I go through ice cream on a on a really lousy night. More shield boosters on. Yeah, you're Sanson. You'd put shield boosters on anything. Yeah, the heat sinks on this. Okay, so when I put this ship together, this started off as a stealth build. And then Nesser gave me the idea of the, oh my god, rapid fire frags, or at least a good application on them. And I just threw this all together onto this ship. This ship is, at the moment, a very, very piecemeal Frankenstein stealth shotgun, kinda shielded, heavy hull. Yeah. It's kind of all over the place. Well, what's the meme with ADHD and insomnia? You know, 1 sheep, 2 sheep, 3 sheep, old MacDonald had a farm, hey Macarena. I get to joke about that because that's what I go through. But yeah, it's a little this thing is hard to pin down at the moment. I need to focus on this ship, and with Distant Worlds getting going, I'm not going to be able to focus on this ship yet. I'm going to have to wait till I get back to really hit this thing hard. Now, when we do, yeah, we'll see what we can put together on this thing. But for right now, let's get back to actually planning for that long-ass trip out to the other side of the galaxy, the one that I seem to so cavalierly be ignoring at the moment. Yeah, it's I would agree with Nesser that the this is more like a gun than a drop ship than a gunship.
Ship detach complete.
If only because the Federal gunship also gets to launch fighters. Sanson, how long is Distant Worlds expected to take? 5 months. It's going to wrap up in early May. Early to mid-May. Then I got to make my way back. Engines. Oh, Red Moon Gaming, by the way, my fast approaches and landings, those are also born from my smuggling days. I wish missiles had more damage potential against hull than frags. I mean, they will rip up external modules like crazy. Oh yeah, I used to do smuggling. You know, back in the day. I may have fractured a law or two then. You bad, bad man. I did it for a good cause. Me. Yeah, this thing is not maxed out on hull. I mean... And I'm kind of somewhat confuzzled by Nesser's idea of turning this thing into a hybridized ship. I mean, I didn't think hybrids worked on this thing very well. Let's all ignore the time I had a 17 million bounty on my head from stealing slaves from Sirius Corp. Woo! So you just decided, hey, let's honk the nose on the second biggest mega corporation in the universe. And personally steal from the man who has more money than God. What's the worst that can happen? Grill, what's a good shield tank ship in your opinion? Fertilance is good. Honestly, my Chieftain seems like it's very tough with shields. It feels like my Chieftain is a decent shield tank. Now, I could be very, very mistaken on what counts as a shield tank. But let's get landed. We'll pull up the specs on my... We'll pull up the specs on my my Chieftain. Actually, I will be right back. I'm going to go refill my water while we're cruising in system here. And back. Dr. Pepper, diet, bottled. Yeah, for its size, an Imperial Courier is a good shield tank. That is... It is silly nuts. With Guardian boosters, I've seen some very interesting shielding ideas. I think I had an idea once upon a time for a Guardian boosted Eagle. And it actually had... It was getting close to like 800 or 900 megajoules in the shields. The Challenger cannot run fighters. That is the Crusader.
Lakon Kilo Yankee Lima. The Federation welcomes you. Follow station protocols and enjoy your visit, Commander.
Nesser, what were you running that Eagle off of? A lot of overcharging. How do you squeeze 2 power plants into 1 Eagle? I didn't say it was efficient. I just said it was possible. I don't think I had any guns on it either. It was very, very proof of concept. In fact, I think I only threw it together in like in Coriolis, and I went, nope.
Touchdown. Deploying ground services.
Why not run a Class 6 fighter bay in your Challenger? Well, I'm flying a Challenger right now, and it can't run fighter bays. A Crusader can run fighters, not a Challenger. I mean, why aren't you running fighter bays out of your Asp Explorer? Sanson, are you taking the Bifrost in Distant Worlds? No. No, I am taking a new ship, the Ericsson. I'm taking this. It can boost, it can still do, it can still do up to 70 light years. I mean, 63 light years is nothing to laugh at. And that's with a full cargo bay. I mean, it's only a 4-ton cargo bay, but it's still with a full cargo bay. Because I'm running one of the repair ships. Fuel scoop, auto maintenance, repair limpet controller. Yeah, the Fer-de-Lance is a good shield tank, but you have to watch those shields like a hawk, because the moment those shields go down, you may be in for some trouble. Well, though, the funny thing about a Fer-de-Lance is it, on paper, has the second highest hull rating, or the hull hardness, which is to make up for its small hit point pool, I suppose. Oh, where is my FDL anyway? I need to get this thing back into fighting trim. Yeah, I need to play with this a little bit. What do I have for this on shields? 0. Grand total of 0. Got the shield boosters on it, though. Right. Yeah, here's my Crusader at the moment. And I do run a fighter bay in my Crusader HS. And a lot of Guardian shield reinforcement. And I still only run like 510 base shields on it. Need to do something with this, not entirely sure what yet, though. That's the big question. Commander Bays is looking for PvP practice. I wish him the best of luck. I do not have... Well, okay. Let's see here. Do I know a Bays? Or is that you? There are whole quote-unquote tank FDLs out there. I would be a little terrified of seeing that. Sanson, that's what's so good about the rapid-fire screening shell. Yeah, it just hammers on your shields. I probably know Bays. Oh, okay, it's HS. Gotcha. Mamba was a godsend for those who wanted... Oh, you're unwillingful. Oh, okay. Let's see here. I'm... Right, I'm getting behind the curve here. I'm trying to follow two conversations, and I'm bad at both of them. Josh Bays, commander name. Ah, gotcha. Oh, let's see here. It's so good about rapid-fire screening shells. Hammers your shields down, then turns your ship into a colander. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, yeah, I've still got this thing fine for whatever reason. You know what? I'm going to pull my other Conda back. I used to bulk at this. Now it's only 8 million. What do I need? Nesser, go ahead. Post that monstrosity of a build. Let's see what we get out of it. Okay, let's see what Nesser's got here. What in the... Okay, this is what it's running. What do I have text down there for? What do I have text down there for? Today's shopping list. Right, don't need that anymore, do I? Okay, let's see this thing here. It's going to double bank and it will do it toasty. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be toasty. Challenger, let's see here. Good resistances. Strong hull. All the frag cannons. Okay, this is actually somewhat doable. Power plant is, of course, armored. Makes sense. Huh. I may have to, let's see here. There. Saved into here, and now I will, I'll play around with that later. That is an interesting idea. Terrifying. Interesting. You know. What do I need on this? Let's load it up and find out. Terrifying and interesting. Typical Nesser build. Yeah. Yeah, and I like them that way. Okay, let's check the workshop. Sanson has a brick. Engines are good. Well, almost good. I mean, I could throw a little bit more in, but I need the cracked industrial firmware and the pharmaceutical isolators. But I could throw a little bit more power into them. I mean... I would get 1% more on the multiplier. That is not that big a deal. FSD, on the other hand, that is maxed out. Okay, that's good. Life support. Maxed out lightweight. Sensors. Maxed out lightweight. Armor. Maxed out. Shield generator. No mods on the shield generator. I should make that heavy duty. Okay, so all I need is a heavy-duty shield generator, and I should be good on this thing. Yeah, it'll do 60... It'll nearly do 65. Nesser, why is the shield generator class 3? Because it's a phantom. Yeah. Yep, I switched over here. I'm not in the Chieftain anymore, or the Challenger. This thing definitely needs more work to be a proper AXCZ ship. This thing is just... Oh, I got an idea on you. So these are rapid-fire screening shell pacifiers. Let's pull this up real quick. Noodles for pasta. Love the expanded radius on the probe launcher. Love it. Yeah. Yep. Asticon, good lord, the armor on what? That Challenger build Nesser proposed? Yeah. Yep. Because I don't think I've got much armor on Yeah, this thing isn't too terribly armored. Gear up.
Landing coupler disengaged. Access corridor is clear.
Now, I could do something with this, I think. I mean, there's a lot of uses for dual rapid-fire screening pacifiers. I could put this on a Crate Phantom. I could put this on a Vulture. We out of the NFT yet?
You are clear to resume own navigation.
Alright, we are.
Federal Flight Control signing off.
We seem to be a little under-engined, or under-power planted. Yeah. But no, these pacifiers, they fire fast. You could put this on a Vulture. Just be like hitting him with a sandblaster in the face. No, really, the guns are... There we go. Engines. You don't fly a Chieftain because you prefer DACA? I know you're just trying to play me.
You are clear for approach to pad 1-1.
I mean, how much DACA can you... What's the DPS you're putting out on that dropship?
Landing successful. Engines disengaged.
Dropship does like 105 sustained DPS. Neat. Let's see here. Pull up the specs on this. I mean, yeah, this is the current build on my Chieftain, the Taurus. I mean, I gave up a little bit of DPS in order to put the pacifiers on, but that gives me a little bit of range, so... You know, 6 of one, half dozen of the other, it's still 659 DPS. Speaking of, let's go over there and, So my exploration ship for Distant Worlds is actually doing a lot better than I thought, so that's good. I may get around to engineering the shields, possibly, but otherwise everything looks solid. Silas, buddy, what do you got for me? Planetary scan job, modified embedded firmware, high influence. Silas, you're coming through for me, man. I can work with that. I did it, guys. I signed up for Barbie doll for the shields. Are you sure you're playing the right game? If so, are you sure you don't smell burning toast right now?
All clear. Safe travels, Commander.
Oh, okay. Gotcha, you signed up for the blue-haired one. Never mind me, station control, just passing by. Very, very quickly. You keep singing that song, you're gonna see how fast you can get a mute.
Incoming mission critical message.
Sanson, your Peacemaker is 1339. Oh, by the way, I didn't take that name for Peacemaker. I took it, I spelled it this way. With Thursday so close, it'll just be a bit over 3 weeks to get them. I think it's got to be 4 full weeks. I don't think this counts. You have to have like 4 full weeks, otherwise they're like, lol, no. The Crooked Trapper, piloted by Nitroglycerin. My God, your parents hated the hell out of you, didn't they? Oh, you're just poking? Alright. It's so hard to tell over text. Oh God, Hank, no. No! Hank, no! $2,100 megajoules on the shields, 1 billion credit ship, though. Little on the pricey side. A little bit.
Oh no.
Oh God, Hank. The litter box is in the other room, and I can... I'm gonna need a young priest and an old priest. I said a young priest and an old priest, not a Jumpy Humpy spider. Hey, Jumpy, how you doing? Welcome aboard. Oh, God. May have found the cause of all the problems I've had with the lately NVIDIA overlay. I had the same problem. It was a massive pain in the ass. Pretty sure he's the friendly neighborhood Cobra killer. Now I have no way to record video. Aaron Duran, I would suggest something like Streamlabs OBS or OBS Studio. OBS Studio works wonders. You can use it for more than just streaming. It's got a recording function. It's what I use to get all the raw video for my YouTube videos. Nesser, Challenger has a sustained DPS of 112.9. Neat. Kruger, 12311. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome aboard. According to Coriolis, which we know is wrong. I mean, it works well enough. I mean, if it's wrong, at least it's wrong across the board for my purposes. But no, what is the actual DPS then if you have something more accurate? Hey guys, don't mind me.
Warning, you have entered a trespass zone.
Yep, sure I have.
Incoming message. Trespass zone cleared. Incoming mission critical message.
And that's 3 million in the bank. Easy, Frosty. Don't snap your neck there, buddy. So who else fighting here? It's like a war between the Defense Force and Luwanja for equality. A dictatorship.
Incoming mission critical message.
Let's pop in here quick and see what we can do. Mind you, this ship is not really optimized at all for combat zones, but when's that ever stopped me before, right? Hey guys, how you doing?
Welcome aboard, Commander.
Target shields offline.
I know what the normal 3 squadron rankings for political is power play, Aegis for Thargoid bounties. Yes, sounds about right.
Under attack.
Well, there should be a power play. There should be a separate power play one, actually.
Target shields
Political can just be moving the needle on, you know, system influence, I think.
Target shields offline.
Wait a minute. Why am I only running the pacifiers on this thing? Where's my other guns?
Propaganda vessel just dropped in. We don't want them spreading disinformation. Move to intercept.
Yeah.
We got an enemy captain in the area. Take him
This is a
down.
railgun. Oh yeah, that's right.
Errors have been made.
I don't have my corrosive or my drag frags on this ship. I took them off to test build on the Peacemaker. Well, take care, guys. On your own. Have fun with the Civil War. Resume course. Yeah. I'm getting the hell out of Dodge. We have made an oopsies. Nonsense. I was wondering, though, I mean, wait a minute, where are my other guns? Unwillingful, I hate it when I catch a Sisson being lazy. Hank, what are you doing, buddy? Hank, no. Who needs guns on that brick? Well, I need something to throw. I can't just throw this at them.
Vegeta, no!
Vegeta, yes!
Throw the brick. No, don't throw Hank at anything. Hank, maybe. Well, there's that. I mean, it wasn't a... well, okay, it was kind of a fail. It wasn't an epic fail. An epic fail would be me dropping down into that combat zone with 0 guns, 0 shield boosters, and 0 prayer of surviving. What did Hank do? Hank deposited evil. Hank deposited a big old pile of evil in the litter box. I can smell 3 rooms away. Technically, bricking an enemy to death is viable. Yes, there is that. I mean, Nesser, if you wanted more evil, at one point I've got, I should show you, I've got high capacity drag pack hounds. I'm sure that would do a number on a person's maneuverability. And at long range. And just fire a bunch of those in my dropship. What, are you loaded up with anti-missile system, or are you being serious? Yeah, that will brick a GPU. And you just made me overload my mic. Well done on that one. God.
The Federation welcomes you. Follow station protocols and enjoy your visit, Commander. Request approved. You are clear for approach to pad 2-2.
Yeah, the dropship cruises at 200 meters per second, so those missiles will definitely catch up. Link, help, I'm drowning in my sinuses. Oh, why did you have to go and say that? Now I'm just... Now I'm reminded that I have a COD. I have a COD. Yeah, basically immobilizer missiles. No, I don't have a COD piece. I just have a COD in my head. Right, you guys get to leave this little temporary arrangement. You guys get to go home. I was wondering why my DPS was so low on that thing. Well, turns out you take out two of the guns on it, and yeah. Doctor's appointment in 10 hours. I have yet to go to bed. Well, I could hit you on the head with a hammer and knock you out, and then you'd have a better reason to go see the doctor. Oh yeah, missions too. What's your streaming plans for Distant Worlds? A lot of exploration? Yeah, there's not much more to do. I mean, we're going to possibly be doing some mining. There's going to be... Oh, do I go with the influence? Do I go with the... I help the faction. But no, it's going to be a lot of exploration, and when I may break up the streaming schedule a bit. I mean, I'm going to be flying... When I'm in Elite and in Distant Worlds, I will be doing exploration. However, I may be doing some other stuff because Ace Combat 7 comes out, and Anthem comes out in February. So I'm going to try to start streaming those because I'm a big Ace Combat fan. And I'm hoping against hope, that Anthem is basically going to be Iron Man the MMO. Or, you know, Iron Man the co-op team game. I'm hoping to diversify a little bit, but no, I'm going to be flying in Elite with exploration. Yeah, we wish, but EA. And Ace Combat, 10 days. Yep. A little bit longer for PC. Which one has the... Alright. You can stream doing combat practice. I got a bunch of fighters and stuff in space. Okay, Nesser, that'd be a neat idea. Is Ace Combat getting multiplayer, or is it still single player? Not sure, but it is coming to PC. It's going to be on Steam. Lukewarm reviews of Anthem, I know, but I'm a stubborn person. I mean, I've seen lukewarm reviews of Elite too, and Lord knows we all love that. Unwillingful. I agree with you. Yeah. Too often, early access and beta are just excuses for, here's money. You know, or we're going to take your money and we aren't going to, yeah. Yep. I mean, who put it this way? Wargaming. With their latest, with the World of Tanks gift boxes they had over Christmas, congratulations. You have found a way to make EA's loot boxes look like a children's charity. And we're just going to tie in the pulse laser to there. And since we have those other guns that finally came in last time I was... There we go. Yeah, World of Tanks is saying they're ridding some improvements. Yeah, they're going to be going and, quote-unquote, rebalancing the special ammunition. Not the gold ammo, not the premium ammo, no, the special ammo. But I'll let World of Tanks do World of Tanks. I don't play it very often. I'll just, let's worry about getting this particular house into order. Good night, Nesser. Have a good one. And there we go. Get the fire group set up. Frag cannon. Hey, more frag cannons. All the frag cannons. I did have a kill warrant scanner on this thing. Damn. Should have used it more. Now what else? Let's see here. Covered in... And checking the time, it is actually... Yeah, it was just dinged me. I need to go to the store and pick up some stuff before it closes. Well, before... Anyway. So, anyway, just, looks like we're going to call it here. Finally got in a good solid 3 hours on stream. That's been too long, and I've still got what feels like a very angry clog up in the middle of my head. NyQuil and wasabi. One of those two will take care of stuff. Take care, Link. I'm gonna call it here as well, actually. Thank you all for coming out. We're gonna wrap it up here, but we'll be back tomorrow. Usual time, usual place. 3 hours ago, noon Pacific or 8 p.m. game time. And, yeah, Thai food and a hot shower. That'll, yeah. Take care, everybody. And thanks, Otis. And thank you all for coming out. Always nice to chat with people. Always nice to hang out. Always nice to do really stupid things and test some silly ideas out. Now I've got Nesser's idea, which, maybe we can get that done before the, before Distant Worlds, but I wouldn't put too much faith in that. I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow either, but I'm sure we will figure something out. In the meantime, everybody, fly safe. If you can't fly safe, fly dangerous. If you can't fly safe or fly dangerous, fly smart. Fly S-smart. Anyway, who all is on? Who should we go bother? HS. APAs on the Mamba? That's not a bad idea. I like that. Target lock breakers? Let's see here. Who all is on? Who all is on? Who are we going to go see? Target lock breaker and dispersal. There you go. Let's see here. Storm Seeker, me. Yeah, let's go over and see Levangie. Take care, everybody. See you tomorrow. Have a good one, and yeah, I will try to get this all cleared up and meet y'all tomorrow, and we'll be good. We'll be ready to hit it hard, whatever that it is. Give me suggestions. Have a good one, all.